Everybody, Dusty from Dynojet Research here. Today we're going to go over the basic installation of an auto-tune AT200 on this 2011 ZX10 model. Basically going to go over where everything goes, then we're going to talk a little bit about the software. So let's get started. First step is going to be to install the O2 sensor into your exhaust. Some stock exhausts or some aftermarket exhausts may have the bung already set up for what you need. Some may not, so some you will have to weld them on. For this 2011 ZX10 model, we had to weld in a bung for this aftermarket exhaust. This is an 18mm by 1.5mm thread. And now we simply just connect this into our harness. This has already been pre-routed up through the bike and up to the O2 module. Make sure you tuck this away so that no heat or any moving parts are going to damage the system. You also want to make sure that you do not crimp this sheathing. Doing this to the sheathing could interfere with the air that comes down through here for the reference of the O2 sensor. So make sure this is as straight as possible and get this up and out of the way. The next step is, as the harness comes up through the bike, is to wire into the O2 sensor. Now these are all color coded, so just match them up. As the wires go through, there is a piece of felt in here that you need to pierce to get the screws to tighten up. Sometimes a paper clip or small screwdriver may help into poking that and getting the wire through. Once that's wired up, you can Velcro it in place. Then you have to hook up to the power commander system. There'll be a CAN cable in your auto-tune kit that can come from the PC5 or the SFM or ignition module if you should have it. Just simply snap that in place, make sure it does click. One step that a lot of people forget that will cause the auto-tune to not function properly is this CAN termination plug. This is a black plastic plug that comes in the kit that must be used. Without this, you will not get AFR readings. So make sure this is connected into the auto-tune. It can also be put into any open port of your PC5, SFM, or ignition module if needed. That just needs to be in the circuit somewhere for it to function correctly. The next step is to hook up your power and ground. So on the ground, we just went directly to the battery. A good chassis ground would work for you also. The power or red wire, we came up here and we tapped into the taillight circuit. The taillight circuit is a good place to do it because that is a fused 12-volt source, but any switched 12-volt source will work for you. Simply use the posi tap to crimp around your wire source.
For more information on the products featured here, please head to our website, denniskirk.com.